Moon in Sagittarius in your birth chart, watch this video where I'm covering everything you need to know about having a Sagittarius moon, including what your biggest struggle in life is going to be, because the moon sign is all about our emotions, and our emotions are the cause of all our struggles, basically. So watch this video where I cover what your biggest struggle is going to be as a moon in Sagittarius, or as I like to call them, the optimistic visionary. Hello and welcome to Making Mindfulness Fun. I'm Isabelle, the co-founder and personality expert here at Making Mindfulness Fun. I help you understand who you are so that you can overcome struggle and get what you want out of life. In this video, I'm talking about a specific personality type, astrology, and specific aspect in astrology called your moon sign, which is quite possibly the most important part of your chart, and from my experience, it has changed my life the most to know this sign. Today I'm talking about what it means to have a moon in Sagittarius, and if you know anything about astrology, you know that Sagittarius is the seeker, the optimist, the visionary. They are represented by the centaur, always looking to the horizon. So what does it mean to have this as our moon sign? Where the sun sign is the ego self, the one that we generally know when we're new to astrology. It's when you say, I'm a Virgo, I'm a Capricorn, etc. That's your moon sign, and that's the ego self, how you generally describe yourself, how people would generally describe you, what your general values are. But that's not our emotions. Our moon sign is our emotions, and this is why it's so important to know your moon sign, is because as human beings, we're going to naturally be driven by our emotions in every single scenario. I don't care how logical you think you are, you're being driven by emotion. That's what we do as human beings. So knowing your moon sign can be extremely powerful because it's going to tell you what your emotional patterns are, what you need for emotional fulfillment, and how you react to emotional wounds of the past. I can't help but think of a moon in Sagittarius and think of all the prospecting types in the Myers-Briggs. If you followed our channel for a while, you know we talk about the MBTI a lot. This is not to say that anyone with a moon in Sagittarius is naturally prospecting. It would depend on the rest of your chart, what your Mercury is, what your Sun is, your Mars especially. But Moon and Sagittarius descriptions that I read and what I know about Sagittarius, they sound very prospecting in a certain sense, specifically intuitive prospecting, because Sagittarius is a visionary and an optimist. However, they're not very good at follow through. So generally, if you have a moon in Sagittarius in your birth chart, you're going to be a very optimistic person. People would describe you as friendly, fun, maybe even adventurous. You might not be that you literally go skydiving, but you just have a spirit that wants to explore. You want to try new things. You're always caught on the go doing something new. Maybe you even struggle to make plans. You might just show up on your friend's doorstep and say, let's go do something new. I want to go to a coffee shop right now. Are you down? And so that is the spirit of a moon in Sagittarius. They just want to try everything, a little bit of everything, and do new things. Because Sagittarius is an explorer, Moon and Sagittarius people can always be looking for the next new thing in their life, whether that's the next movie coming out, or the next fashion trend, or where they're going to travel to next for vacation. They always have their eyes set on the horizon, and this brings them emotional fulfillment, because your moon sign is how you get emotional fulfillment. And so with a Sagittarius moon, you can find yourself constantly taking on Sagittarius traits in order to find emotional fulfillment. So you can be looking for new experiences at all costs. You can be trying to even mentally set a new vision and find a new thing to think about, so to say, because I call the moon in Sagittarius an optimistic visionary. And this is in the sense that moon in Sagittarius is very optimistic in general, and they want to see a bigger picture. They're not the type to look at the details, get joy from the little things as much. They want something big picture. They want something grand and expansive that makes them feel free at all costs. So while the moon in Sagittarius can sound all great, there's some struggles that are going to come up for the Sagittarius moon. Because they have such a restless, optimistic, and positive outlook, they can find themselves struggling to just stay still or be present. So naturally, the Sagittarius moon wants to try new things. They can have a little bit of trouble when it comes to planning or maintaining a schedule, because they're always looking for the next thing. And unfortunately, sometimes in our life, we can't just live on the spur of the moment and do whatever we want at any given point in time. We have to set plans. If we want to see a friend, we need to sometimes schedule it out. If we want to make a vacation or make time for a vacation, we have to plan it out and make sure that we can get those dates off. The point is, Sagittarius is always going to be looking for novelty in their lives, and they can have trouble with grounding. These people can become then very flighty, so to say. They might struggle in relationships that require more commitment because they want to seek out novelty. And they might look at their partner one day and go, this is not so fun anymore, and I don't really care about partnerships, so I'm just going to move on, leaving their partner confused as to what they did wrong. So Sagittarius should take a moment to notice if they're letting that restless behavior push the boundary. Now granted, again, this is a balance we have to play with because I've said in every video, your moon sign is your emotional fulfillment and your pattern. And the key to being fulfilled in life and thriving, not just surviving, is finding the high vibration version of fulfilling your core desire based off your moon sign. So what are the best ways for you to find novelty and adventure in your life that keep you also grounded? How can you balance this need to have restless freedom without getting carried away and always running from things in life? I personally think it's very powerful for Moon and Sagittarius to practice abstinence, which means abstaining from intensities because they want thrill and adrenaline or excitement so much they can become a bit desensitized, so to say, and feel like nothing is ever going to be enough. And so if we just take a break from all that intensity, then maybe the things that used to bring us intensity in our life or thrill or adventure will have that spark again. And while the Moon in Sagittarius has a gift for optimism, sometimes, some points in life, we need realism in order to make our dreams happen. And Sagittarius, you may see the whole big picture out in front of you of how things should work out, but that might not be the case. You might have to do the detailed work, follow the steps, and take a realistic approach at times. So see when you need to take on that mindset. Please leave a comment below and let me know what I missed about being a Moon in Sagittarius. What do you struggle with? What are some talents that I missed out on? And how have you overcome and balanced your need for restless freedom? Also, in the description below, there's a link to download my free birth chart workbook that walks you through decoding your soul's unique energetic imprint. It is not overwhelming. If you're new to astrology, this is perfect for you. If you're just trying to understand astrology more and you've already pulled your chart, that's also great for you as well. I cover the main planets in this free workbook so you can understand your moon, your sun, your Mars, your rising, your Mercury, and your Venus. These are really important ones, and if you just understand these planets, you're going to understand your chart on a whole new level. I use journal prompts to walk you through it. It's free. It's in the link below. And if you want more guided help, not just to understand your moon sign or get more data, but you want to fully embody your moon sign, if you want to feel emotionally fulfilled and thrive instead of survive, if you want to break free of your emotional pattern and live a balanced life where you get to choose your desires and chase your desires instead of always feeling like you're victim to your emotional highs and lows, hit the link below to join Be the Hero, our group membership site where I'm showing up every day to guide you, inspire you, and nurture your moon sign and personality type. So I don't just talk about the moon signs. I talk about all the important aspects of astrology. I teach you about it. I guide you through it. I give you the information and guidance that you need. And I'm teaching about the Enneagram, Myers-Briggs, and more. So the link is below to join the group membership, Be the Hero. You have to be there, and I would love to have you there. If you're watching this before the end of December, I'm doing a live event on the North and South nodes for New Year's resolutions because everyone, frankly, sets their New Year's resolutions wrong, including me. And I'm trying to break that cycle, and I'm going to guide people through it in the process as I do it myself. So hit the link below to join Be the Hero, and stay tuned for our final videos on the moon signs. Namaste.